Okay, we are live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Line at Heart, Freedom Journey of families and friends, members and pioneers, leaders and founders. I know some of you are here with us watching. Wow, wow, wow. This is our very first live Facebook episode at Line at Heart, Freedom Journey Movement, which is created to share the message of humility, kindness, forgiveness, and love. In addition, we are here to achieve our mission, be the voice for the unheard. In this group, everyone harnesses the power of one's highest performance and eventually watch greatness happens when we maximize our efforts. In our movement, belief becomes the force multiplier. When one person believes and the other person next to her or him believes, and before you know it, it grows exponentially. For we believe that when we share, we change the world. One of the most powerful forces on earth is sisterhood and brotherhood, bonded together by a shared belief in each other. So thank you for being a part of this great movement. Let's come together and help light the world. Moving on, I am so thrilled to introduce to you our first Lioness leader. And every Thursday, you will meet one of them live here on our Lion at Heart group Facebook. So you can get acquainted with all 13 Lioness Circle who locked arms with me to inspire and serve you. And we hope that some of you will join our leadership in the future when the time is right for you. We welcome everyone. So good evening, Emmy. How are you, my dear Lioness?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for sharing your time with us tonight. So, is it okay if I ask you some questions tonight so that people will get to know you?
Sure, definitely.
Okay, my first question to you, my dear Emmy, is tell us, who is Emmy Cadavez? What is your story?
Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. I am Emmie Cadavez, a wife, a mother, a niece, sister, a healthcare professional, a biohacker, an entrepreneur, a lioness and friend. I am originally from La Libertad Negros Oriental, Philippines, and now live in Rio Grande City, Texas. I am happily married of 25 years to my loving husband, Joji, and we are blessed with two of our wonderful children, Jeff, who is 23 years old, studying optometry at the University of Houston, and Emily Joanna, ninth grader at the IDEA Rio Grande City. While my siblings and I lost our mother at an early age, and it was one of the saddest and most difficult time in our life. Well, however, we are so fortunate to have a family who stood by us when we needed them the most, especially our grandmother. We call her Lula Carria, who took care of us, and the rest of our paternal aunts and uncle, who helped us get the education we have and treat us like their own children, especially Tito Telma Shard and Tito Benny. And we are able to get educated because of them. It was a very tough times, but we are very happy because we had each other. And the education I received from Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion High School in Cebu, Philippines, strengthened my belief and faith in our Lord Jesus Christ. This was an important chapter in my journey. So my challenges become my motivation, and with much dedication and divine grace, I achieved a Bachelor's of Science degree in medical technology with specializing in microbiology. These accomplishments brought joy and pride to me and my family and gave me the opportunity to come work here in the United States 20 plus years ago until the present. I am currently working as a lead medical technologist and microbiologist in Starr County Memorial Hospital in Rio Grande City, Texas. It is such an honor. Well, through this job, I had the privilege to serve and respond to our COVID-19 pandemic crisis. I also discovered a plan B which allowed me to get involved in a biohacking and global business opportunity part-time that helped numerous individuals achieve optimum health and wellness. I am so grateful that I found this industry. Why? Because I meet amazing people and develop friendships. And this is where I met my dearest friend, Kai Hayes. I thank you, Kai, for your love and friendship, your invitation to lead the pioneering member of our Lion at Heart Freedom Journey movement. It is such an honor to be mentored by someone who is highly respectable in this community. So I thank God above all for the difficulties that I was able to overcome. Now is my chance to become the voice of the voiceless as part of our mission in our great movement. It has been a very
Wonderful.
empowering journey, Kai. Thank you so much.
Wow.
And back to you.
You sounded so excited, and it's really I can feel your heartbeat. And you are just so amazing, and you are beautiful inside and out. And boy, your story is like, are you ready to write a book as well? You have such a powerful story as well.
Thank
I
you.
believe that you have related to my story, Line at Heart, because we both came from sort of poverty. Not so much that you have probably experienced, extreme poverty, but being an orphan, right? Your mother passed away quite early, and it was tough, right? So with 11 children, oh
Oh my
goodness,
God. Yes.
that is difficult. Yeah, definitely without a mother, right? Very challenging. And family. You have families, your Lola, your grandmother, rather, and truly amazing if you come from a loving family, right?
Yes, it did.
Wow, you
It
are
did.
so blessed. At the end of the day, you are so blessed.
I am.
You have that
Thank you.
wonderful heart. So, thank you for sharing who you are. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And the second question for you is, okay, you mentioned that you are one of the pioneering in Lion at Heart Freedom Journey, one of the founders actually. So tell me what made you decide to join and lead this amazing movement. What is your why? Why did you join us?
Okay. So I remember when you called me and you introduced me to this movement. So when you invited me to be part of this Lionheart Freedom Journey movement, I am so humble. Not exactly knowing what is the content of your book because it was not even out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it just the way you are, the way you are. I want to be part of something that you are leading because I know when I met you, I was already inspired by the way you are. I know you are up to some greatness and inspiration to the world. So I said yes, yes, and I know I am want to serve and follow you and be mentored by you. And for me, it's like one of my affirmations because I am praying for something like a purposeful life that I can serve the many. And this is what it is. And for me, it was an answered prayer. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for inviting me. Now I'm gonna cry as one of the pioneering member of our movement. Thank you. Thank you, Kai.
Yes. You are making me cry as well because I know that you are speaking from your heart, and I truly honor you, and I thank you for your kind words. And truly, you saw my heart, and I can't lie because when you are leading with your heart, our hearts never lie, right? So it's an honor. It's an honor that you are leading with us in line at Heart Freedom Journey Movement because you align with my core values. And if you align with someone's core values, definitely you will feel fulfilled as you are right now because we too are looking at the same direction. And we are here to serve, we are here to inspire, and we are here to do good things for for humanity. And so I am just so humbled as well. Maybe you feel so humbled that I called you, but you know what? It's God's intervention, and our friendship is
Oh,
forever. That's why you are a part of my acknowledgement in the book, because for me, if I chose those people who are in my book to be acknowledged, that means I can't take it back anymore. It is immortal, so you are bonded with me forever. And I thank God for having you in my
Yeah.
life.
Yes.
So moving on, our mission, be the voice for the voiceless. So how strongly do you agree with that notion, Emmy? And why?
Okay. More than 100%. If there's 100% more. Um, I would say because when we inspire someone that is going through a lot of pain and struggle or insecurities in their life, you are
Mhm.
giving them the permission to believe in themselves. And that's powerful for me. That's already a great service to the world. So that's why I agree with that mission. I said yes, yes, I agree 100% or more.
Wow. And that is powerful. Yeah, we've got a powerful mission to be the voice for the voiceless. Wow. I mean, how many people don't have a voice? How many people are invisible, but they want to be heard? But if we help them to have that voice, we are doing service to humanity. A lot of people were invisible, and I was once an underdog myself. I was invisible, but I made a decision to be visible, not to be invisible anymore. And that is why we just all need to have someone who believes in ourselves to be able to come together and put that voice out. And you, my dear, are doing a great things in life right now that's helping the many. So you are actually on your way to greatness. And thank you. And I'm honored that you have actually accepted this 100%. Thank you for that. And so moving on, let's talk about my book, Lion at Heart, Discovering Courage and Greatness Within. It is a leadership, personal, and spiritual growth. It has about 11 chapters, right? And so my first question is, did you like all the chapters in the book, and why?
Yes, yes, of course. When I started, when I was reading the foreword, I was already excited to really go into depth of the book. So in fact, my son ordered, I think one of the first person who ordered the book, remember? So I got it first, and I was
Ahead of
reading it,
you are the
and
first. You are the
yes,
first.
and I was reading through it over and over. I finished, and then on days that I feel very low and I just, feel that I needed to get motivated, I would go back to your book and I would pick the chapter that I really was touched on the along the way while I was reading it all through the 11 chapters. And sometimes it's chapter 5, chapter 3. And yes, all of them have an impact. And at the end of the chapter, there's always a nugget. There's always a guidance. There's, an inspirational um, like instructional life is instruction from you. That is powerful for me because it helps me a lot to really go through the days, because really every day is like a challenge. So
Wow.
yeah, that is why I've been reading the
It's
book
good to
over and
know.
over.
It's good to know. That's the reason why I ask you, because I want to find out whether, you just like one chapter, two chapters, but you basically like all the chapters, and it's really good for me to know that it helped you. Yeah, and it's funny because I haven't even launched that book. June 30th was the launching of my book, and you already have the book. So I was like, what? And I didn't even have the book myself on my hand. You
Yeah,
actually, Emmy, got it first before I got the physical book. Isn't that funny?
it was
So
God's plan.
I know that means you really want it so bad and that you believe in
Yes.
that book. So I am grateful and I am thankful to you. But
You're
on
welcome.
our special day today, I requested you to pick a chapter that you wish for us to touch on. And you picked, I think, chapter 11. You are the
Yes.
author of your own life. So tell me, why did you pick this chapter?
Okay. So for me,
Special on
chapter
that chapter.
11, chapter. Let me read. I'm going to go through fast. What is chapter? All the chapters,
Sure.
right? So all the chapters of the book. Give me the permission to read very fast. So number 1, walk through darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 2, victories over sacrifices. 3, mission and vision. 4, pursuit of greatness. 5, to have and to hope. 6, correcting the errors of the past. 7, ambition is the fuel to success. 8, surviving versus thriving. 9, a life neutralized by prayers. 10, share your gifts with others. 11, you are the author of your life.
Wow.
For me, chapter 11 is like the summary of the author's life, Kai Hayes, and how inspirational, because each chapter, she really shared her struggles, but it inspires us at the same time. So her pains, you can feel the pain, you can experience the pain that you have for the compared to the pain that she was going through. And then you move to another chapter, you see the victories that she encountered, and then the mission and vision, and then the gifts that she, have to offer to the world, and then the success that she had been going through her life, and the greatness that was unleashed in her and sharing it to us. It also reflects your own life, that it's like when you are reflecting on all the chapters, it's there, it's like a summary, and it relates to you in a, in your own way. So that's why I said this is absolutely my favorite now, because it is really the summary of the life of the author, which also reflects the struggles and the success and the victories I am going through in my life.
Absolutely. Our life actually has a lot of similarities, right? A lot of similarities. And we are here. I mean, we have accomplished a lot of victories in life. And because, yes, we are actually the author of our own life. We create our own roadmap. And so that's the reason why I wrote that 11 chapters, to basically inspire the world that there is hope, to send that message. And I'm glad that you are actually inspired with that chapter 11. Thank
Yes,
you for
indeed.
sharing.
Thank
So
you.
you
You're
are
welcome.
truly one special lady, I can tell you now, and I'm so proud of you. And I am so blessed to have you in our Line at Heart Freedom Journey movement. And honestly, Emmy, I'll say this live. I never thought that God would lead us to our deep friendship truly, because as we see each other at the event, we never thought that our friendship will come a long way. And so I'm going to ask you, what has been your great experience being a pioneer in our movement, like being here, leading with me, and being an inspiration to others? What are the things that you have experienced being one of the leaders in this movement? Positive experiences. Can you share that with us tonight?
Okay. Um, the first fuel of my success, and I thought it was a calling for me, when I was granted a work visa to come to the United States, right? It was a vehicle, it was an American dream. And that is huge achievement when you come from our country, which is a third world country. And I, for me, it was not a dream, it was a calling, a service. So I came here and I did my very best. I served, and every day for me, I do everything the best. But then when I was invited to be part of our movement, I see a different purpose. It's huge than I thought without what I have in the present. So
Mm-hmm.
this is calling for me to serve the many. And this is a vehicle for me to be of service by mentored and guided by you as our Lioness leader. So that is one
Wow.
of the best thing that happened in my life in this really troubled times.
Wow, that's a deep reason. And you really are. You really are becoming somebody that I would never have imagined, that you could be. I just discovered how big your heart is. I just discovered how honest you are, how true you are, how real you are, and raw you are in in who you are. And for me, you shine. That's the beauty of you, inside and out. You are a true lion at heart, as far as I'm concerned. So, lastly, so please share something from your heart to leave our viewers to remember you. Any words of wisdom that you can share with them?
Okay, one of the best quote that I even share this to my children when they were growing up in their rooms. I have them, each of them have in the room, is that what you are is a gift from God, and what you become is your gift to God. So listen to your heart because your heart will never lie. But there's also another lesson that I'm gonna leave. Find a way to serve the many because service to many will lead you to greatness by Jim Rohn. It is such an
Wow.
honor to be part of this Lion and Heart Freedom Journey movement. Thank you so much.
That's such a powerful, powerful words of wisdom. And Jim Rohn is one of my favorite, actually. He's been mentoring me even if this no longer exists, but his words of wisdom always embeds in my heart. So, any other information or you want to leave our audience
Yes,
before we?
yes, of course I do. Well, if you wanna get a copy of the book, and you must have a copy of this book, our book Line and Heart, you should go to kaihayes.com. And also, we just have launched our T-shirt. It's
Woohoo!
beautiful, really beautiful.
That's
So
coming out on
it's
Saturday,
in
Emmy.
the website kaihayes.com, and also our book, Lion at Heart. So you should have a copy of this book. It's powerful. It's
Of
very
course.
inspirational, very empowering.
Yes. Everybody should have a copy of that book, Lion at Heart. It's their companion. It's nothing profound, but basically it's a story from the heart, and it's
Yes,
an easy to read book, and that would serve as a guide for everyone who needs inspiration and motivation. And again, it's about leadership, personal and spiritual growth. So
absolutely.
yes, you have heard Emmy, you have heard how this wonderful woman got inspired with this book and changed her life. So we are here to help those people who are wounded, you guys, because the world is wounded. Emmy, I am so excited. I just enjoyed
Thank
having
you.
you tonight. It's a wonderful chat together with you, and I guess we're gonna do it again, right?
Right.
I
Amen.
hope you enjoyed it as much as I do.
I do. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
I know. So I love you and have a wonderful
I
evening.
love you too.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us, me and Emmy, Line at Heart, Freedom Journey Movement. We love you all. Ciao now.